Veterans Day Assembly. We're really looking forward to presenting the things that we've done for the last 2 months and our cadets. So we have a few things that we'd like to discuss. This assembly is assembly that we are, all of us veterans here in the military, we want to pay tribute to those guys. Okay, this is not a pep assembly. This is not an assembly to get rowdy or anything. This is an education assembly. So please show respect for the things that we are working on and things that we want to educate you guys about, and also show some respect for the cadets who has worked so hard to try to present this assembly for you guys. Can we do that?
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Can we do that?
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Can we do that? Okay, I know we can do that. We're going to do it the false way. So I'm going to turn it over. We're going to have a few things that we're going to do. So I'm looking forward for you guys to be very educated and very nice and very courteous of the things that we're going to present today here at Henry Falls. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Teresa Reggae.
And my name is Elisha Vigayan.
And we will be your MCs for this Veterans Day Assembly.
We have many exciting things planned for this morning, but before we begin, I would like to give a warm welcome to our honored guests and a big thanks to everyone who made this assembly possible.
Our guests that we have before us today have served our country, and I'd like us to show them the proper respect they deserve. And on that note, I'm going to hand the mic over to Senior Master Sergeant Williams for a few remarks.
Okay, again, you guys, I really want to take this opportunity to praise the veterans that are here and that we have lost in years, and they have perished. So this is an honor for me to do this for you guys. I know Major Phillips says the same way, and all the veterans here at Henry Falls. So thank you guys. It's an honor to do this in front of you guys. Thank you.
We will now begin with a presentation from our award-winning color guard. Will everyone please rise for the presentation of colors and our national anthem performed by Aquila Cross.
As soon as I get my bag there, then you can do it.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Aquila. That was incredible. Thank you. You may be seated. While Veterans Day is primarily a tribute to America's living veterans, it is also appropriate to display respect for those who gave their lives for our country. I ask everyone to please observe a moment of silence as we reflect on their sacrifices. Thank you.
Okay, you guys, like I said, Veterans Day is meaning everyone. For most of the day, remember those men and women who served our country. Also let them know that we appreciate them for their service, honor, and for their sacrifices. And we're going to take a moment to recognize our wonderful Falls Falcons faculty who are veterans as of now, who are served and who are currently serving. So can those veterans please stand up? Okay, we kind of had a snafu. Our computer just died, so please blame the major on that one. It's his computer. All right. Okay, it just died. So, with further ado, we are going to have a presentation for you guys, and we're going to introduce our 30-step drill team.
Cadet Chief Master Sergeant DeAndre Jackson and his 30-step drill team have worked very hard to prepare this routine for all of you. We hope you enjoy it. Cadet Airman Basic Isaac Owen will be starting us out today. Senior Master Sergeant Williams will now take charge.
Forward! Troops, forward!
On my command, ready, run! Right, hey!
The one that was walking up.
Thank you, 30 Step, for that fantastic performance.
At this time, I would like to introduce Foss's Choir. They will be performing Flanders Field.
Talking.
Sorry.
Now if we can have you direct your attention to the Henry Foss Band and Orchestra. They will be performing a medley of service songs under the direction of Mr. Burns and Mrs. Bryant. Our flag detail team will now perform a flag holding ceremony, which will be narrated by Cadet Second Lieutenant Beverly Roysette.
The flag holding ceremony represents the same religious principles on which our country was originally founded. The portion of the flag denoting honor is the canton of blue containing the stars representing the states our veterans served in uniform. The canton of blue dresses from left to right and is inverted when draped as a pall on a casket of a veteran who has served our country in uniform. In the Armed Forces of the United States, the ceremony of retreat, the flag is lowered, folded in a triangle fold, and kept under the watch throughout the night as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. The next morning it is brought out, and at the ceremony of reveal, run aloft as a symbol of our belief in the resurrection of the body. The first fold of our flag is a symbol of life. The second fold is a symbol of our belief in eternal life. The third fold is made in honor and remembrance of the veteran departing our ranks. The fourth fold represents our weaker nature, for as American citizens, trusting in God, it is to Him we turn to for His divine guidance. The fifth fold is a tribute to our country. The sixth fold is where our hearts lie, and it is with our hearts that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. The seventh fold is a tribute to our armed forces. The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who entered the valley of the shadow of death, and to honor Mother, for whom it flies on Mother's Day. The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood, for it has been through them that the characters of the men and women who have made this country great have been molded. The 10th fold is a tribute to Father, for He too has given His sons and daughters for the defense of our country. The 11th fold, in the eyes of a Hebrew citizen, represents the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon. The 12th fold, in the eyes of a Christian citizen, represents an emblem of eternity and glorifies God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. When the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, which reminds us of our national motto, "In God We Trust." After the flag is completely folded and tucked in, it takes on the appearance of a cocked hat, ever reminding us of the soldiers who served under General George Washington and the sailors and Marines who served under Captain John Paul Jones, who were followed by their comrades and shipmates in the armed forces of the United States, preserving us the rights, privileges, and freedoms we enjoy today.
A little bit.
Wow, that was a wonderful ceremony. Give a round of applause again for the flag detail team. Okay, we have a few special guests out here, a lot of special guests. As you guys can see, we have a lot of our armed forces represented. We got the Navy, we got the Army, we got the Marines, we have the Coast Guard, we have also Air National Guard, and Army National Guard, things of that nature. So I want to introduce the men and women who, some of them are prior cadets and some of them are Henry Foss alumni. So they went into the military and got a great career. So I'm going to introduce some of those members today, and please give those members a round of applause. On the end here from the Army Air National Guard, Army National Guard, Sergeant May. Okay, this is a Foss alumni. She was the commander, how many years ago? 2 years ago. 2 years ago, she was just a commander, and she's in the Navy now. Jackie Somarento. Her Navy counterpart comes from the Navy, and I actually forgot his name. I don't know his name. I'm sorry, you guys. What's your name?
Petty Officer Elmer.
All right, give him a round of applause. All right, we have a Marine Corps from the Marine Corps recruiting station. I'm gonna tell him his name. What is his name again?
Sergeant Borsagner.
Sergeant G. Okay, we have another recruiter, but from the Air Force. His name is Sergeant K. Sergeant K. I can't pronounce his last name. We have another member from the Air Force. I believe that he was at McCord Air Force Base. His name is Chief Carter. We have another FOSSA alumni who just joined the Army. His name is PFC Pickens. We have another FOSSA alumni. This person brings the Major and myself chicken at least once a month, which is good. He brings a chicken. His name is Andrew Love, aka Buddy Love. We have a Marine recruiter, an Army recruiter that comes and gives us pens and pencils, and he's helping out with making our dog tags. We have a Sergeant Gibson. And we have a recognizable face here from the Army National Guard, your guys' Dean of Students, Mr. Johnson. And last but not least, we have a person here that is our boss's son-in-law, Miss McGuire's son-in-law. He was in the Army National Guard, and he just separated from the service in 2010. It's my honor and privilege to welcome Justin Raphael. Okay, we're going to go through a few of our VIPs have a few things they would like to discuss with you guys, their history. So I'm going to turn the mic over to Mr. Justin Raphael, and he's going to say a little few things about himself. So give him his undivided attention. Thank you.
Hi everybody. A little bit about myself. I grew up in Oakland, California, and I went to West Point, which is a military academy. In 2003, I graduated. I went to Iraq twice. I went to Afghanistan once. And I left the Army as a captain. So I saw a lot of different things while I was in the military, but I really want to take this opportunity to talk to you guys a little bit about Veterans Day and about why it matters to me and about why I think it should matter to you too a little bit. So it's obviously an honor for me to talk to you guys today, but talking to a high school group, I haven't done this since I was in high school about 18 years ago. I know how hard it is to keep everyone's attention. Alright, so I do have some moves. I got some Gangnam style dance moves. But, I'm not going to bust those out unless I absolutely have to. Alright? My Cabbage Patch is better. But the real reason I'm here though isn't just to keep your attention. It's to talk to you about Veterans Day and maybe make you guys remember this guy in a suit 18 years from now when maybe you're sitting in a similar situation as your teachers are or where these gentlemen and ladies are right now. So I'm fortunate to be here for a lot of reasons, but I'm really fortunate to be here because of something that just happened 2 days ago. So that's Tuesday, right? What was going on? All right, there was an episode of Pranked, new one, on MTV. There was a rerun of Jersey Shore, so that happened, right? Who cares? Something bigger happened. What happened on Tuesday? Shout out. There was an election, right? Alright, yeah, you should cheer about that. Yeah! That election is something to cheer about, not because of who won or lost or anything like that, but because of how it happened. And the fact that we've had elections every 2 years, mostly without any sort of violence, and they go so boring, right? Who here, everyone kind of feels the same way, I'm sure, that you get tired of seeing all these ads and, you get bored with the elections. But let me tell you, having gone to Iraq and Afghanistan, it's not always that case. I didn't really know how great we had it until I had seen an election in a country where they weren't used to having it. So I'm going to give you guys only one little war story here. And the reason why I'm doing it is to maybe draw a connection. During my second tour in Iraq in 2010, this is my last time I was over there before I got out, I was in charge of about 90 soldiers. And the most important thing that we did that entire year only happened on one day. And that day was the national election in Iraq. And our job, my 90 guys and myself, was to guard the warehouse where all the ballots for the entire country were being brought into. Alright, so this warehouse, imagine if every single ballot that your mom and dad or cousins or brothers or sisters dropped off in those drop-off boxes around town here. This warehouse is where all those ballots went to, but for the entire country of Iraq. And they invited the Americans, they wanted us to guard that warehouse. Alright, so it's an obviously important job, but let me tell you guys about that day. And then I want you to think about this last Tuesday when people were just dropping off ballots. You guys may have been watching TV, going to class. Alright, so that day in Iraq, I woke up and there was 4 explosions that happened at like 5 a.m. Iraqi terrorist groups had launched rockets into basically like a neighborhood. Like the equivalent of blowing up the houses behind Safeway. Just indiscriminately. They killed 4 people that morning. And then as we were driving out to the warehouse to guard it, there were explosions ripping across the entire city of West Baghdad. What people had done was they had taken plastic water bottles and filled them up with bombs in polling centers, in voting centers. Basically the same place, the equivalent of the same place where people here were dropping off their ballots, is where all these bombs were at. And why did they do that? I don't know. But I have an idea. So we guarded that warehouse that night, and my soldiers and I were definitely there. We were thinking, we probably are going to be the place where we're going to get attacked too, because if people are going to bomb and attack other Iraqi citizens for voting, they're probably going to try to hurt the warehouse where all the ballots are being kept. But it didn't happen, which is good. I'm thankful for that. But what occurred to me was how different Iraq was, in so many ways, from what you experience here in Tacoma, okay? Imagine if that had happened here. It doesn't. And why doesn't it happen? It doesn't happen because of veterans. Veterans are a large group of people. We're diverse. I mean, you guys can look, right? We're all from all different backgrounds. You look at your faculty who are veterans. I'm sure you guys have brothers and sisters, people you know who served in the military. Come from a big group of people. And everybody does different things in the military too. You don't all go to war, but you're all prepared to have to go to war. And you're prepared when you join the military, you swear an oath to defend the Constitution. And one of those things is defending our ability to vote, our right to vote. When we were in Iraq, we helped defend other people's rights to vote. And I'm really proud of that. Because by doing that, it also protects our own right to vote, because it keeps our standards high. So, when you think about Veterans Day, you should think about the veterans who have made it possible for your family to vote on Tuesday in such a safe way. There's never going to be an election where you're going to have to experience what I saw on Election Day in 2010 in Iraq. You're never going to see that here. And that's because of the people like that, right now in uniform, and the people before you who've been in uniform too, who've been willing, and that's the most important thing for a veteran, is to have been willing to defend that. Alright, well, that's really all I had to say, and I don't see too many people who are really bored. I haven't had a dance, so I'm happy about that, for your sake. But really though, if I could say one last thing, which is, I'm really proud to see all these faces here who are obviously respectful of the day, because it means a lot to me as a veteran. It's all the soldiers I know who've been killed or wounded in combat. I know that the future of America is strong, based off people in this room right now. So thank you very much. I'll be followed by Tyler.
Thank you you so much, Justin. I kind of made a mistake. I informed you guys that Justin was in the Air National Guard, and that's not true. I'm going to read his bio. I should have done it before, but I'm going to read his bio. Justin Raphael was born and raised in Oakland, California. After graduating high school, he entered the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. Upon graduation from West Point in 2003, he was commissioned in the Army as a second lieutenant. While in the Army from 2003 to May 2010, he deployed to Iraq and once in Afghanistan, and approximately 3 years of his total time in service. His service also included rescue duty during Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans. His final duty station was nearby Fort Lewis, Washington. He spends time with his wife, his daughter, and works for a large medical company in the Tacoma area. So once again, let's give a round of applause for Justin Raphael.
Our next guest speaker is Captain Patrick Glenn Johnson, who is currently the commander of Delta Company 181st Brigade Support Battalion of the Washington Army National Guard. He's been serving our country for over 10 years. His civilian occupation is currently serving as our Dean of Students, as well as our head football coach. Captain Johnson graduated from Lakes High School in Lakewood, Washington, and attended James Madison University in Harrisonburg, Virginia, where he earned his BA in kinesiology and MAT in physical and health teacher education. Ladies and gentlemen, please give your undivided attention to Captain Johnson.
Good morning, Boss Falcons. Surprise. I was asked when I first got here on Veterans Day, the major asked me if I would speak for 3 minutes. I really get 3 minutes. It's going to be real quick. I am so proud to be here because I was talking to our guest speaker and I said these kids will be behaved, they will be respectful, and I'm so proud that you guys did that. I also want to challenge you. You guys know that, some of you know, most of my football players know, my wife just got home from Afghanistan on Tuesday as an Army nurse. I serve 1 week in the month, still in the Army National Guard, still wear this, that's why it still fits. Okay? So sometimes I'll leave a football game on Friday night and have to be up at 5 a.m. to go to National Guard drill to support my state and nation. And I absolutely love serving. The challenge I want to present to you is I want everybody to raise their hand if they know someone in the military, Air Force, Army. Raise your hand. If you know someone. If you didn't know someone, you know someone now. So raise your hand. Okay? My point is this is the challenge I want to present to you because it frustrates me daily. Second period. When you hear the Pledge of Allegiance, I want to challenge you to stand up and do the right thing, not because you like the words in the Pledge of Allegiance, or not necessarily because you like your situation in this country. I want you to stand up and look at that flag for people like these, or for people like you just raised your hand for. People that serve this country, people that try to make it as safe as possible and volunteer to do it. So please, I challenge you, if you're walking the halls when it happens, probably not because you'll be swept. But if you are, stop. Stop, take a minute. Think about that person that you know. If you didn't know anybody, think about me. I don't care. But I challenge you. I thank you for being so respectful to our guests. I thank you for being respectful to me. Go USA and go Falcons.
I am now extremely proud to present the Henry Foss High School drill team. They have worked very hard on perfecting their performance for all of you. We hope you enjoy it. Cadet Master Sergeant Terrell Steele will be leading them through their routine.
Wax your lips.
Thank you, drill team.
Wow. I guess they got tired of me yelling at them for 2 months straight. They did a good job. Give them another round of applause. That was their first performance ever. We're going to have drill competitions in December, so we are going to have a drill team, and these are things that we're going to do. Again, I want to thank everybody for attending. You guys were awesome. Henry Falls Falcons, you guys were so respectful and awesome. I greatly appreciate it. So give yourself a round of applause. Sit down, please. Hold on. Again, hold on. Lock it in. Quiet. I would like for you guys again to give a round of applause to these wonderful men and women who spend time with us. And please give another round of applause to our cadet, our Air Force Junior ROTC at Henry Falls over here. Okay, and I want to thank, there's a few people I do want to thank. I want to thank Ms. McGuire. I want to thank Major Phillips. I want to thank the custodians who helped put all this together. And also I want to thank Mr. Landry for giving us the opportunity, and Mr. Ellis to give us the opportunity here to practice in this gym for this event. Again, we're going to dismiss you. However, the band and the choir goes first because we got instruments. So everybody else, please hang tight, and you guys be dismissed. Again, thank you so much. Thank you again. Thank you.